A blessed day, viewers and subscribers. Welcome to the boss with another video. Please put a like and leave a comment. Make we get straight into this. Alright? So here we go on. I see me post a video and I see a lot of people bash me and say, oh, the lady right and the lady this. And what I want to say to you guys, everybody entitled for their opinion, but I don't have to agree with you. You don't have to agree with me. Alright, same goes for the callers, them, etc. And we can have a discussion. Whether you write a bad comment in the comment section, it is either here or there for me. I do me and I just move on. So we just spread awareness and spread the news as all the callers them would say. As well, no call no for a village lawyer or whatever. So everybody, thanks for your viewership and like the video, continue watch and listen. But I'm gonna share part of my live stream that I did last night. I normally do this before I come live because I get myself together. So persons who miss out, because the live started but I couldn't find the ring light. It's unprofessional, so I share back this very important topic that we were discussing pertaining to the guy who said that he's a Trump voter plus other Black American calling and state what their biggest concern and the whole 9 yards. So I could just take a listen and like this video for me and I soon come live. I could drive and listen.
Make a comment, but I want to change my voice.
You can't change your voice. You can't change your voice. I'm on the live show now. You have to just talk your mind now.
Oh, okay. The young lady who called in and said that if you voted for Trump, something about you're black, you can't vote for Trump or something like that, something to that effect.
Yeah.
I want to remind, the public or the people in general that we as black people, we're not a monolith. We all have our own minds, and we all take different aspects of what each party is presenting to us, okay? And those different platforms can determine how somebody votes, okay? Now, what a lot of Jamaicans got to remember as well is that we're a very conservative nation, the way in which we were raised. I think Jamaica has the most churches in the Western Hemisphere within miles, within a certain mile radius. We have the most churches. So we're a very conservative nation. So it wasn't just an immigration issue why some people voted for Trump. There were other issues that persons look at and say, you know what, I like his stand on this. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. You know, because I have friends who voted for Trump and I have friends who voted for Biden, and each person had their different issues that that they were that they totally support.
Well, let me see somebody say why we are talking about Trump again. I mean, explain. We're not really. I'm not you, caller. The problem is I posted a video about a guy voting for Trump and other persons was interested to comment on it. So it just happened that naturally we just start talking about it. So that's kind of see with it. Because they don't like hear the name Trump again. They're tired of it. They're tired of ice thing. They're tired of deportation. Everything they're tired of.
Yeah, but once again, I just want to remind us that we're not a monolith. We each have our own mind and we each have...
Yeah, because I disagree with the lady. Because she had said anybody black who vote for this man.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That means if me talk to a white woman and circle with a white woman, me sell out.
Right. And then the whole thing about Trump being a racist. I would challenge anyone. I'll challenge anyone to look at the history of Joe Biden and some of the bills that he has supported over the years, especially when he was younger, and look at the record of Donald Trump. Now, when they do that, they should not confuse Donald Trump's father with him, okay? But just look at the record of both men, and then you decide who, if one was to class each of them as a racist, which one is more likely, the bigot. So that's just my 2 cents. Is that again? Right.
Big up
you know,
yourself,
with
man.
different people.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much. I'm going to try to get
Cool.
to our next call because the phone line out.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Good night. Welcome to the Village Lawyer Show, where community lawyers voice some opinion. Hello, good night.
Mixup boss. I just wanted to
welcome to the village.
What...
Welcome to the Village Lawyer Show. Good night.
The Everton, the guy that just called.
Yeah.
He's so right because there's construction going on. I'm in Florida. Construction everywhere. But since this whole ICE thing, because the sites were mainly Latinos.
Mm-hmm.
And now all work has stopped. All of the site, then nobody's there.
Mm-mm.
You see? Well, not all, but most of what I look at. One right across from me, you know, in my going in and out.
So what may I say? So the white man, them can't go work?
Obviously, because it's pure Latino. I mean, they would blast their music and just be working. No, not a sound, you can't hear crickets. Nothing. So I just wanted to say that.
All right. Which state you call from?
Florida.
Sunshine City.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Big up.
All right. Thanks so. Bye.
Bye-bye. Me have a little man to give away tonight, you know. Since you're tired of Trump, I give you one man. Come on, that no phone over here for tonight. And I want a little man to go home and cock on the ten and talk to Michael Zeke. I say if he must sleep. Man, I know what man not gonna get. And I'm tired of that. I switch you up now. Who want the man? I mean, you don't want a man. Hello?
Hello?
Where you watch?
Listen, you feel you're a nice day. Where you just come in straight. And from what I see, it's going to hard to be a citizen. So I said, why would it be hard? I come
Alright, turn that down. That sound like a me I watch. Turn it down, turn it down.
Hey, my brother.
Yeah, man, I'm up on the show now and the ladies, them will listen to you.
Yeah.
Tell them what type of woman you look.
Well, we just look at nice little lady, you know, at about 5'6" or so. I'm a little bit taller than me, but I'm 5'4".
What?
Yeah.
So me can call you shorty?
That they call me every time.
Lord God. You know one song I say? Don't want no, you know one song I say? Don't want no teely wheely, little teely, twinny, little, short man.
You know, I hope when them come from my table, them come with something heavy, you know.
Ooh.
I take up nothing really, with no trailer right now, no brother.
Ooh. Wow.
Because I've been there and done that already, you know. So you have now. You see, if you come, you have to come good, come match my thing, you know.
When you say match your thing, as in what? Match your match your thing, as in.
My little standard of living when how me live, you know.
So how you live, sir?
Yeah, me not really live and show off and boast about nothing. Me just live a nice, little quiet life.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? So we have whosoever come and forgot take me just house all day.
But you have to take one woman a shot like you. You can't take a woman a tall on you, man.
Well, me not really want nobody too tall on me, you know, because me not want look really odds and weird with side them when walking, you know. We just want almost even away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, have to tip to kiss you. You understand me? So that's what my thing said. But anyway, I'm 63.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I look nobody if you come, we say, well, boy, me lean on them for nothing.
I have your papers.
I'm a straight out citizen, man. I'm one of them smart Jamaican, there enough bullshit around, you know. I title me deal with not birth paper.
Oh.
So if you don't have title, if you not work with you, brother. Because birth paper can't get in a bank. Say, boy, lend me $50,000.
True.
So, you have something to come match with my own. You know why your things?
Mm-hmm.
You know why your things say you'll get my things, but we work together.
True.
You know? I just saw my thing there.
So you have any picture of yourself from the can show?
Eh?
You have a picture of yourself from the can show ladies them?
Yeah, but me don't really disclose that right now, you know.
Are you this in a one suit?
Eh? Yeah. And they say thing there.
Oh, you look like a decent looking man, man.
Well, everybody say that, you know, but
May I show you a
don't
picture?
draw me out.
May I show you a picture? Because you don't look bad. You get a woman tonight, yeah?
Don't draw me out.
Yeah?
Yeah?
May I show you a picture because you're just unique. You get a woman tonight. May I show you?
I don't know. If you show it, you know, because I don't know, but maybe that really younger still, but you know, look now we're different, brother, because me are 63 and I see where you see me
so
look
the
on the
picture
picture.
when you are in your 50s?
I see where me look, see where me put on my clothes. Me not change.
Mm-hmm.
In a suit or out a suit.
I want one Jamaican woman where you can send money to Western Union every week and she call you.
No,
She
me
dep on the
not
phone,
like
show you look a pum picture and something, then look at something there and you send the money. Then type of woman they want or you just want woman over America?
No, I like Canada. I like the Canadian one. Because I mostly on the Canada side most of the time. Because I visit Canada regular.
Okay.
Yeah, but, you know. I don't know who I want still right here now if I'm Jamaican or but I don't think I want to work with a Jamaican right now.
Mm-hmm.
Them two China, them a criminal. That's what I think.
Where's about the Jamaican woman them? Them are what?
I'm a criminal, man. They don't love nobody, man. Them babes out your money and honey you out and have no love for you, brother.
Ah, poor thing.
So I'm not go there with them again. But have your things, you can match my thing with par. And that's what I think there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think me I come look for nothing from you. Me no want that dollar from you. Me I beg you nothing. Me no want. Me just want a nice little company and we can reason.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me?
Okay.
I do something there.
All right, Michael.
Yeah, man. Then we see who me is.
All right, Michael. It's all right, man.
Yeah, man. Me die listen to your show still, no, brother. Can't show that we can't get figure work at night. I'm on in time 2 years, you know. We can't sleep, you know.
Okay.
So, I'll go and listen to the show them still. And go on, you know, sir.
All right, my boss. Big up.
All right. You know, right.
Yeah. Lord God, the family the woman have to give me a story. Gee, she could have said me a joke on her. Oh my God. I take her story tomorrow. Definitely I'll take it tomorrow. Can't wait no longer. RJ, I was so super busy, but I'm going to take the story tomorrow. But on the live show now.
All right. I'm interested for share with
No, man, I definitely tomorrow, no matter what, I go call you and I get the story and record it.
What time you want to call it?
I cannot give you a time because I do some renovation and when the guys then come, I have to run go hardware go get this, I have to get that, I have to make stuff.
Me understand.
Yeah, it's so.
Me understand.
Yeah, after the week, yeah, by next 2 weeks, I'm supposed to free up, but I try to get a story.
All right.
Yes, me can do. All right. Cool.
Take care.
Yeah, all right,
Bye-bye.
darling. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Dana come live and my hand touch you. I subscribe to our channel. Hold on. We'll start back a dating show tomorrow. Actually, it's stressing. I don't have the time. How would this I say, yo? Let me say how would this. 2 call, alright. I get done and then call her. Call them and come in. Phone up and no disturb and then I go get me here. Say it now, go ring.
Hello.
Yeah, good night.
Hi, good night.
What's up?
Yes, hi. I'm calling because I'm listening to your show about the immigration, and I'm American. And I was writing something in there about how hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Talk. I'm listening.
Oh, okay. And what the black and brown immigrants that came to see, I'm a descendant of the slaves. My mother, my father, my grandmother picked cotton. We were actually, the people from the Caribbean, we're all part of that same group, but just 90% were dropped off in the Caribbean and 10% in America. But we're all part of the same group. And the American black people that voted for Kamala Harris, it's not like we loved her so much, but we knew where this country can go. That's why you see white people out there protesting, and you don't see many black faces, because it's not our fight anymore. We can't do anything about it. We need white Americans to stand up. As for the black and brown immigrants, I think they voted for Donald Trump because they voted for their pockets. We were voting for a democracy. Were things tight for us? Absolutely. But a democracy was more important, because what they're doing, they're taking things away from black people. Those government jobs are held majority by black people in Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia. Those were the few positions that you can have where black people made $100,000, $200,000, and white people don't like it. See, white people in America believe that. They live in small town USA, population 1,000, and jobs are going to come there and pay them $40 an hour to sweep a floor. Us black people, just like you do, immigrate to other countries. We immigrate from the South to the North, wherever jobs are. I'm originally from New York City. I've lived in different states, wherever the money was. They don't want to move, and they're trying to bring us back to that town, to that era. They're taking away school funding. That is only to segregate and to make the schools are already poor, the public schools. They're taking out tens of thousands of dollars to send their white children to prominent schools while our black children suffer. There's already 30 and 40 kids in the classroom. When I was growing up, it was like 15, 20. Now it's 30 and 40. You can't learn. So that's all I had to say. It's just, I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of black Americans are really annoyed with the black and brown immigrants, because we feel like you're spitting on the graves of our ancestors. My father fought in World War II. My son served in the military. My sisters, my cousins. I have injured cousins. And it's like, we did all of that for what? For what? For people to come over here and just say, oh, well, I have a degree. I'm a doctor. I'm a lawyer. And now, forget about everything else. I'm voting for my pocket. But what they're going to realize is white people don't really like any black and brown people. I don't care how educated you are. They won't come see you. They won't let you be their doctor. They won't let you be their attorney unless they have absolutely no money. They don't think you're educated enough to represent them. Oh. They don't. They don't.
Mr. Something about NBC News as I talk, where Trump must fire one general in the army for 40 years, one black American.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because he spoke about, during the George Floyd situation, he spoke about, his upbringing. And which is a lot of our upbringing. See, I'm in my 50s. So I grew up, I can still remember in New York City,
In the 7th grade, being on the school bus, I went to school in an Italian neighborhood where they threw rocks and called us nigga, nigga, nigga. If we missed the school bus, our lives were in danger. And I remember one girl, she was maybe like 14, where they threw a rock and it went through the window and burst her whole mouth open. And these were the same kids you went to class with. It wasn't the white girls. It was the white boys. So you sat in class with the same boys that when school was over, they threw rocks at your school bus and called you a nigga. Okay? So I know what it's like. I can still remember going into restaurants or trying to go into restaurants and they ask you first thing, do you have money? If you don't have money, don't come in here. Okay? So we know. I didn't experience what my mother experienced, who's in her 80s, but I can still remember. But a lot of people that come over here, they don't understand. They've just come here and seen all of this progression. Well, it's because of my ancestors. It's because of us going through things. And that when I went to school in 7th grade, that same neighborhood, and like when I was maybe 16 or 18, it was in the news where it was 3 black guys. Their car broke down on the highway. And they went to the pizzeria to try to make a phone call because, of course, they were on cell phones and stuff like that. And they got chased by some white boys back on the freeway, and one was hit by a car and killed. That's, in fact, how kind of Al Sharpton got started. Oh. But it's like people just really don't understand. New York City is still one of the most segregated areas in the area. Talking about New York City, you got your Italian neighborhood, your Russian neighborhood, your Ukrainian neighborhood, your Caribbean neighborhood, your Jewish neighborhood. It's not what people think. And the black people need to understand that I don't care where you're from. I don't care if you have a PhD, if you have 10 PhDs, they will still look at you as a nigga. Okay. I don't care how friendly they are with you. I don't care if you marry them. If they assume that they're being held back in life because they have a white wife, a black wife or a black husband, they will divorce you or murder you. Or murder you to get rid of you. So, I'm just really disappointed, and I'm married to a Jamaican. Okay? I'm married to a Jamaican. That's why I'm kind of listening to your show. But my husband votes Democratic, trust me. Or him and I would not be married. I would divorce him. So, it's really important to me. This right here, it hurts me. It's like I don't know where the country is going. I really don't want it to go back to where it was before. And what they're going to understand is all of the government contracts for black people gone. Anything that's going to benefit black people are misunderstanding that DEI. See, I don't know what DEI is. I know what affirmative action is. DEI is basically the new term for affirmative action. And that basically made it where they wanted to represent everyone in America. Every color, every race, every religion, if you had disabilities, whatever. That's what it was all about. But now, people look at it as, DEI. He's getting rid of people because they're assuming that. Well, not assuming. Well, they are assuming that if you're a black pilot, well, you couldn't have gotten there because you were smart. They had to let you in because they needed to meet a quota. And that's what they've sold to these white people. And these white people are jealous that black people are becoming successful. They're able to move wherever, and these white folk are struggling. You ain't seen poor white folk until you've been. See, you really need to go to Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama.
Everything that's on the internet, ma'am.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Everything that's on the internet. Them have the poor white neighborhoods in America. People they document upon them. Yeah.
Oh, baby, West Virginia? You go to those, let me tell you something. Yeah. New York, California.
But I'm going to tell you still, I understand the whole thing, but I don't really want to be like, let me be honest with you. Everybody have who they like and everybody, I know I live in a diverse country, but you think everybody who is white is just a bad person? Do you think that?
No, absolutely not, but...
You think every white person is racist?
I think they all have, because they have privilege. And so I'll put it like this. You have white people who are not what you call prejudiced, but if they had a choice of benefiting from their privilege, they will. Okay?
What do you think about us? What do you think about us black people now?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
No,
I'm sorry.
like
What
we,
about us?
all right, like you know a lot about like how white people behave. So we as black, what you think what fail us? Why the worst? Why the main thing we fail us as a group of people?
Well, I think number one, as there is I don't want to say trauma because people say that, for the American blacks, people who come from other countries and immigrate here, they're afforded certain benefits that we aren't, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's just it's a lot of other things that go on. And that's why I don't believe that there could have ever been. President Obama was like the perfect black president. There couldn't have been a black president who had been a descendant of the slaves, because there's certain mentality and thought process of us. Whereas President Obama, he didn't have all that trauma. His father was an immigrant, but his mama was as white as you can get in America. She was from Kansas, okay? Which people were able to accept him, and he didn't understand a lot of the going-ons I'll just say this. A lot of things in America, we know how to navigate the descendants of the slaves. We know how to, we've gone to school with white folk, we work with white folk. I speak to a lot of immigrants of color, and it's like, I was speaking to someone in Florida, in Miami, and she's from Jamaica, and we were talking a couple of weeks ago, and she was like, she's never worked around a bunch of white people. And I was like, really? I was like, because most of my life, I've been like the only black person in the office, or maybe one of two black people. And it's like, so you come from countries where you're the majority. So it's a different mindset than us, which we know we're only like 13% in the country. So we kind of learn how to navigate, and it's like we don't.
Our number one problem, as black people, we don't stick together. I will fight against each
that's
other.
Part of it. That's part of it.
I'm going to ask you one question now. Living in America. All right. What have you, when you look at statistics, black and black crime compared to black and white crime, which one have the most murder rate?
Well, most people in America kill people that's of the same race most of the time, because if I'm walking in my neighborhood and I see a white person, I'm going to be fearful, because I'm going to say, well, this white person kind of looks out of place, and he's going to stand out. If a black person is in a predominantly white neighborhood, it's the same thing. So you don't feel safe
if you see a black person in your neighborhood late at night, like two black person, so yeah, they're not going to trouble you or nothing. Just ask.
No, unless I look at them and say, okay, drug addicts or they have, sticks in their hands or something like that. I'm from New York.
Yeah, the reason why I said that, one lady live in Philadelphia, and she tell me, she said she watch all of the crime stories them. Because Jamaica little, but we murder rate is so high, we don't know how to bring it down. That's our next problem we have. And she said, Damien, me tell her this, me watching the news, the man so on talk about Jamaica bad. She said I don't remember which part of Philly she live. She said when she come in at night time, her husband have to come out having struck. And I wait for her like to make sure so she come up on the step and rake. She said that the neighborhood not normal. She said every minute. I say, yo, she said, Damien, Jamaica bad, but I tell you over here not normal, Damien. As a coincidence shooter for nothing. I was like, really?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. It's gotten worse over the years. And I'm going to tell you this, and people are not going to like this. Why a lot of people, and not just the white people, why a lot of Americans are angry with a lot of the immigrants are because a couple of things. First of all, they've taken over the jobs that our young generation had. So like when I was younger, I worked in Roy Rogers, I worked in Burger King, places like that. They paid minimum wage, that's all they could afford. If they're selling dollar hamburgers, that's all they can afford is paying. I was making $3.35 an hour, so that was really a long time ago. But minimum wage is like $7 something now. So that was for our 14 and up. Now the immigrants have taken over those jobs, and they're wanting $15 and $20 an hour. Well, guess what? Now
they've gotten rid of a lot of those jobs. They have those kiosk things where people come in and order, or you order on the app. And now they only have about 2 people in the restaurant. Whereas before you had 15, 20 people at a time. So they've destroyed that industry. They've destroyed the amusement parks and stuff, the jobs. Now our kids can't get summer jobs. And so now the kids have nothing to do. They have no money. That was the way people paid for their graduations. They bought their school clothes. They bought their first car. They paid their car insurance. They don't have anything to do now but hang out all day long and get into trouble. Yes, there are horrible neighborhoods. I grew up in the projects and the ghetto. Okay, I didn't grow up, I didn't grow up like that. Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks for call. I'm going to try wrap it up and get to our next caller. Thanks for your 2 cents.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Big episode. Yeah. Hey, me realize something. Say like Black American have a different mindset from Caribbean people. I think Errol made it talk about this thing already. Hello?
Mixup, boss.
Oh, go on.
Oh, go on, Debbie.
Yeah,
I just listened to the lady who called in.
Mm-hmm.
The African American lady.
Right.
I came here when I was 5 years old. I'm in my 40s now. And I grew up around a lot of African American people, Caribbean people, in the community I grew up in Connecticut. What I'm going to say is that there is a difference in terms of mentality. And I hear a lot of African Americans say, like, immigrants come here and take their jobs. And that's not true. A lot, and I'm not trying to be judgmental, but a lot of them don't want to work. Okay? So when someone comes from Jamaica or Haiti, and they know how hard it is back home, they come here, and they used to tease us back in the days and say, oh, Jamaican man, they like 2-3 jobs. And this is African-American, Black, those people say, why y'all want to work so hard? Y'all have like 2 and 3 jobs. Okay?
True.
So for them to sit there and for her to say that people are coming here taking it, no, y'all don't want those jobs. If you wanted the jobs, y'all will go for it.
I said thing today, and that's what I said today. I don't have to live in one country to know what going on. I can research and watch things and hear things and see and see for myself and watch. You see, I come off a live enough time on TikTok. I follow some Black American bloggers. And I listen like them have debate and talk show about the economy, Trump and the jobs and something. So I listen to them and I gravitate a lot of things. And I say, so we and them have a different mindset. We as Caribbean people, we love work and we is a go-getter. You see, to them, it come like say, I don't want to talk in a negative ways, like they think people owe them something or something or you get what I say? Like, yeah, that's how the energy when we get. Like, yeah, say something put on for them or people, especially, I'm not trying to be like me, I talk about race, it's like, they would have say like, white people owe them this and that and them now go work and them rob them and this and that from way back. It's like them a live off of history. I understand say yes, it was a bad history and a bad time, but we have to be who we want to be and Lego certain mentality. But I guess me talk to my friend Errol. Errol tell me say mentally most of them damage. Because where them system teach them this and this is how them, grow up. So they mentally damage the way they. So when we come and show them how it's be done, it's like jealousy start kicking now. And you start to different.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's how we hear from a couple people well over there. So, I don't know.
I remember back in the days when a lot of Jamaicans and Haitians would come over here. They wanted to embrace African American people, right?
Right.
And some of the African Americans will call people Jamaican booty scratcher, go back on your banana boat.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people got it bad. The Haitians are the one that got it the worst. They didn't even want to tell people they were Haitians. They used to tell people they were Jamaicans just so the Black American can ease off of them with the teasing and the labeling. You understand?
Right.
So they came here, and a lot of people came here and wanted to unite with Black Americans here,
as Black brothers and
they
sisters.
treated them,
right, true.
They treated them. Everybody ended up going into their own little cliques.
Right.
Facts. You know, whether it's
Jamaican, Asian, African,
Caribbean,
right?
Yeah.
True.
Right.
So this is what I was trying to say to the lady, my friend.
Here.
This is what I was trying to say to her.
Yep.
This is one of our biggest problems. We do not unite together. That is what I wanted her to say, but she not understand what I try to say. We as Black.
And I want her to hear what I'm saying. I grew up here. I went to school here. I've been here since the kindergarten. Okay? Right. I've been here all my life through college, everything. So I've seen it. So I want her to understand, yes, we do understand the Black American experience, and no one is going to ever take that away from you.
Definitely. True.
But understand the dynamics, like you mentioned, you know, the biggest thing is that we're not uniting. We don't
unite. Then look on it, black and black crime in America supposed to be one of the main. Alright, you have Black Lives Matter. When you see Black Lives Matter, when you see them come out, you ever see them advocate for a black man and kill a black man? Be honest.
No.
Never. So how we are going to unite? That's not unite.
A lot of Black people don't even want to be associated with them because they're doing like robbing up and thieving and all of that stuff.
Oh, God.
So they just come out with this Black Lives Matter. Next thing you see them on the news that they stealing all this money that people was giving them. So they weren't even using it for the community.
Exactly. Me hear about them. So, hey, I tell her. I say people have just experience things themselves. I'm going to tell her, you see me as a youth in Jamaica, I don't think nobody can break me down or try belittle me. Because you see, true, I believe in myself and I know where I stand for. I just know, say, yeah, whatever out there for me, I'm going to go and get it. You know what I mean? That is just my mentality growing up.
Right.
When I was little, I grew up, I remember people used to say, move for you, say, you're black like. I then used to say, I'm black as well. Like, one of my friends them used to brown and me. And, you know, then back then, like, you're the black sheep. So you're the worst one.
Right.
Yeah. And when I was younger, I used to, like people say, I used to feel a way, but, you know, I get bigger and I start progress and I understand and I embrace myself, love myself for who I is. And, you know, the said person them who used to look down upon me, then color can't save them, ambition are the key. You know, so I learn to understand that I'm grow with the mentality.
Ambition is definitely the key. And they're afforded the same opportunity like everybody else. Facts. So I just want to make it very clear that people are not coming here and taking their jobs. That's not true. They have the same opportunity.
But them now want to do
it. Exactly.
So what on them? Then look for what go in America now. Who are go in a farm, go pick apple and do all type of something in his son, go up on construction site. They're not gonna do them something.
No, they're not.
So that is why we Jamaican and the Caribbean and the people from all over North America and whatsoever, South America, wherever they come from, come down and do you want to work. I'm willing to work for y'all $10-15 an hour. And I do some crazy work.
Very long hours.
Yeah.
Long hours.
Long
80 hours a week, 100 hours a week, yeah.
Yeah, but so according to them are stealing jobs. So let us see how it will work. Cause hey, when I look at all of this thing about going, a lot of people business are going to collapse. Trust me, whole heap of things.